So lastly, we were discussing about web and web services, basically about these two structures, right? Server and client. Client server architecture. And the second thing that we were discussing is about peer-to-peer architecture. Internet wala tiyena architecture dekak. So one is client server, the second one is peer-to-peer. Client server is the most prominent or most demanding architecture. It is the topmost one, where server is providing the service and client consumes. Server කියන්නේ සේවා දායකයා. එයා තමයි service එක provide කරන්නේ. Client කියන්නේ සේවා ලාභියා. එයා තමයි service එක consume කරන්නේ, ලබා ගන්නේ. සේවාව ලබා දෙන, ලබා ගන්න විදිහට තමයි. So these are the components of the client server architecture. Peer-to-peer means it's face-to-face, one-to-one. So like, okay, let's say you connect you connect your mobile phone to your laptop. Then you can exchange files between the mobile phone and laptop. Mobile phone එකයි laptop එකයි connect කරත් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් file exchange කරන්න ඔය දෙක අතර. You can connect and you can exchange the file between that. Using the mobile phone and laptop, you can just exchange. So that is we call peer-to-peer. Internet එකෙත් එහෙම පුළුවන්. In internet also you can connect one computer to another computer using internet directly. No specific service provider and no specific service consumer. Both connected parties can send information and receive information. Or both connected parties will have equal privileges. දෙගොල්ලන්ටම සමාන privilege එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Both connected parties connect වෙලා තින්නේ දෙගොල්ලන්ටම තියෙන්නේ සමාන privilege එකක්. So that is peer-to-peer architecture. And we learn about the domain name, and also we learn about these. Okay, today we have to learn about these other things, right? Other theory parts, and then after learning those theories, we can move to the next part, right? Okay, domain name. Domain name, basically it's the unique name given to a service provider. Example, let's think about National Institute of Education. අපි හිතමු ජාතික අධ්‍යාපන ආයතනය ගැන, National Institute of Education. So what is their domain name? So when you access internet, and you can see it is NIE.lk. And that is the domain name or unique name which identifies National Institute of Education in the cyberspace or this internet environment. එතකොට internet කියන ලෝකයේදී අන්තර්ජාලයෙන් සම්බන්ධ වෙච්ච අපි කියන cyber world එක, cyber ලෝකයේදී කෙනෙක් සේවාවක් ලබා දෙන කෙනෙක්, a service provider can be recognized using this domain name. සේවාවක් ලබා දෙන කෙනෙක් හඳුනා ගන්න පාවිච්චි වෙන අනන්‍ය වූ නාමයක් තමයි domain name එක කියලා කියන්නේ. It's unique. There is only one in the world. NIE.lk කියලා කිව්වොත් ලෝකෙටම තියෙන එකයි. එක NIE එකයි. NIE.lk. Only one NIE.lk available to the entire world. මුළු ලෝකෙටම තියෙන NIE.lk තමයි. Okay. Then another example. So let's say GICTS.lk is also a unique name. You have one එකයි තියෙන ලෝකෙටම GICTS.lk. So that is JITS. Only one. ලෝකෙටම තියෙන එකයි. එතකොට JITS කියන එකේ දීර්ඝ වචනය තමයි Global Information and Communication Technology School කියන එක. ඒක අඳුනා ගන්න cyber space එකේ internet world එකේ තියෙන නම තමයි GICTS කියලා කියනවා. JITS.lk. Okay, this is another thing. එතකොට ඔන්න දෙකක් දැන් අපි දන්නවා. ඒ වගේ අනිත් ඒවට domains තියෙනවා. google.lk, google.com. Likewise, there are a lot of unique names. Right? So this basically, so under that we should know something, that is the unique name is basically used to identify a server, a service provider, and this service provider has an address. This service provider has an address. That address is called IP address or Internet Protocol address. So IP address, or we can call Internet Protocol address. What is this Internet Protocol address? It is a number, kind of number, which is used to identify a computer or a device in the internet environment. The Internet Protocol address එකෙන් තමයි අපි අඳුනගන්නේ internet එකේ ඉන්න යම් කෙනෙක්ව. හරිද? It's like this. So in order to take call from one phone to another phone, you have a telephone number. So if, okay, let's say you have a phone, mobile phone, but you don't have a telephone number, then no one can connect. ඔයගලන්ට mobile phone එකක් තිබ්බොත් ඒක number එකක් නැත්නම් කාටවත් call කරන්න බෑ. මොකද number එකක් තිබ්බොත් තමයි එයාව connect කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ තමයි similar to that telephone number in mobile phone. So this IP address is used to identify the computer, right? And in your mobile phone, there is a common translator called phone book. The mobile phone එකේ ඔයාට යම් කිසි number එකක් save කරගන්න පුළුවන්. යම් කිසි අංකයක් ඔයම් number එකක් save කරගන්න පුළුවන් mobile phone එකේ phone book එකට. අපි හිතමු අම්මගේ number එක කියලා. Let's say your mother's number is 07777777777. You can save it. ඒකට ඕනනම් අම්මා කියලා දාලා save කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Then what will happen when you search by the name, the number will automatically come. Phone book එකේ වා නමෙන් search කරාම number එක එනවා. අපි හිතමු ස්කූල් එකේ ටීචර් ගේ කියලා maths teacher කියලා save කරගෙන තිබ්බනම් maths teacher කියලා type කරාම number එක එනවා. So which is easy to remember, a number or a name? Number එකක්ද මතක ලේසියෙන් මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන් නමක්ද?
A name.
A name. Yes, we can remember a name easily because our brain is programmed, or the brain is actually programmed by the nature to recognize names better than these numbers. Numbers quite difficult to us to remember. Even though numbers are easy, quite difficult. Number එකක් මතක තියාගන්න එක අමාරුයි. හැබැයි නමක් මතක තියාගන්න එක ලේසි. Let's say if you are asked to remember the IP address of Google, right? So if you are asked to remember the IP address of Google, it's quite difficult. So let me show the IP address. අපිට IP address එක බලන්න පුළුවන්. Terminal එකට නැත්නම් command prompt එකට ගිහිල්ලා, okay. Siri, please open terminal. Right, command prompt එකට නැත්නම් terminal එකට ගිහිල්ලා අපි type කරොත් ping space www.google.com කියලා. So it will display us the IP address of Google. Okay, what is the IP address of Google? It is this 142.254.105. If I copy this and send it to you, I'm going to send it to you now. You can copy and paste this in your web browser. http:// then the IP address. You can copy this into your web browser or click on the link or click on the IP address. What will happen? Let me know what will happen. Yes, when you click on this or when you copy paste into your web browser, what will happen?
It will go to google.com.
Yeah, when you click this here, I'm clicking this, you can see it's navigating to the google.com. I have given the number, but the given number is, how do we find that? PING, then the website name, right? Or the server name. PING, then the website name or the domain name. Then it will give the IP address, reply from the IP address. When you type the IP address, it will directly navigate into, let me type that, http:// then the IP address, then you can see it's navigating to google.com website. That will happen. ඒ කියන්නේ number එක ගැහුවම නමට convert වෙනවා. නම ගැහුවම number එකට convert වෙනවා. අර phone book එක වගේ. නමෙන් call කරොත් phone number එක phone number එක ගැහුවොත් නමක් automatically පෙන්නනවා. So this feature in the internet is handled by a server called DNS. This translation feature, domain to IP address, IP to domain. The translation process is handled by DNS, or the domain name system server, DNS server. So it is translating the IP to domain and domain to IP. And IP is also a unique number, right? IP is also a unique number, but numbers are, it's very difficult, but devices like numbers, right? You can phone number will connect in. Devices like numbers, but people like names. So that is one more thing, right? Devices like numbers, but people like names. Therefore, this DNS system is needed for the translation. I'll put in and strike and write there, right here. Devices prefer numbers and people like names. So this is a special point. Device prefer numbers and people like names. Okay, now you can write down this part, domain name. What is a domain name and why it is there and why we need a domain name. I'll move this part to here, right? Please write down with the example. Right, then the next thing is, so we should know who are the people handling these things, right? Basically, the domain names and assigning of these IP addresses, right? IP addresses, domain name assignment, all these are handled by a single authority called ICANN. ICANN means Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Actually, if you want to buy a domain, right, let's say you want to buy a domain, you can go to ICANN and request that, but no one is going to buy from the factory because ICANN is like the factory. It is the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, right? It is a group of non-profit organization. Basically, they are handling the domain names, but right? So this is about ICANN. But when you want to purchase a domain, you are not going to visit ICANN. Instead of that, you visit a reseller. Example, GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy is a reseller, right? GoDaddy.com is a reseller. They are taking bulk domain names from ICANN and selling. Not only GoDaddy, there are some other iPower, and there's another Namecheap. So there are more, right? There are a lot of resellers who are selling domain names. Okay, let's say you want to buy a domain. An example, Javiru want to buy a domain. You can just go and search by the name and the available names will be listed. So you can see javiru.javiri is available, not Javiru M, Javi2, no, Javiran, javiru.com. So they are listing some suggestions. .com is already taken. You have to give a big offer to buy that. It's a broker fee. So this is another business in internet. So famous and short domain names, most are already purchased and kept in hold. So when you need, you can ask, but they will give you an offer. You have to pay large amount of money to buy such domains. Okay. Now let's convert the currency. Puthe, I'm going to use, this is key. Let's use USD as the currency. And then you can see, so this is already taken. You, if you want to, you can pay like $99.99. There's a big amount to get this domain. That is expensive, but still you can buy. Think of buying these domains will be less expensive than the given. So these are some suggestions. And let's say Javiru. I'm trying some Javiru.net. That is available. Javiru.net is available. It's only $15 per year. And in addition to that, they're showing some other suggestions, right? Likewise, you can just search. So iPower is another one. And Bluehost, iPower, these all are similar companies. This is Namecheap. Let's say Javiru.net. Same domain I'm trying with Namecheap. Namecheap says it's available and price is little lower than, price is lower than the GoDaddy. GoDaddy charges us $15, whereas from Namecheap you can buy the same for $10.98. That is the offer. And you can say Javiru.day is available, Javiru.net is available. So let's go and see iPower. iPower. Search in Javiru. And you can see Javiru still doing, right? These are the available. Javiru.ninja, Javiru.guru, Javiru works, Javiru tips. These are some ideas. Javiru.com, get Javiru.com. It's giving a lot of suggestions, right? So let's try for the same name, Javiru.net. Okay, it's available. And you can see the price is $11.99. Something in between. Namecheap is cheaper, right? Namecheap is cheap. It's something in between. Right. Okay, domain name එකක් එතකොට ඒ විදිහට ගන්න පුළුවන්. ICANN වලින්ම ගන්න ඕන නැහැ. Reseller කෙනකින් ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ඒක තමයි බැලුවේ. iPower, Namecheap, GoDaddy. And in Sri Lanka, the LK domains can be purchased if you have a company, a registered company. Then you can think of buying LK domain. Right? You can get, or you can buy a LK domain if you have LK company. That's by visiting LK domain registry, or it is called .lk. .lk. That is LK domain registry. It seems something wrong. .lk. They have changed, right? It is domains.lk now. Earlier it was .lk. Now they have changed it to the domain.lk. And I went search for Javiru.lk. Search for the same name. Actually, this is, now you can see it's available and it's 5,000 rupees. Full domain package is 5,000 rupees. They are providing all these things, right? Javiru.lk. Not only that, Javiru.web.lk, Javiru.edu.lk, com.lk, hotel.lk, all like these are automatical research, the full package, and you can see Javiru.lk is only 3,000 rupees. These are category domains. These are some suggested domains. So this is by .lk or LK domain registry from Morato University. They are selling the LK domains. Actually, they are also, anyway, everything coming under ICANN, right? හැමෝම ICANN එකෙන් තමයි domain එක release කරන්නේ. කාගෙන් ගත්තත් ඔයාලා අන්තිමට ICANN එකෙන් තමයි මේ ICANN කියන්නේ factory නේ යාළ තමයි release කරන්නේ. ඒකට හේතුව එහෙම කීප දෙනෙක් හිටියොත් ලෝකේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා. මොකද එතකොට එකම domain එක දෙන්නෙකුට දෙන්න බෑ. ඒ වගේ වෙලාවල් conflicts එන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නවත්තන්න තමයි ඒක ICANN වලින් ICANN එකේම update වෙන විදිහට තමයි හදලා. අපි සල්ලි ගෙවනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන් වෙන අයට ඒ වුණාට ICANN එකෙන් තමයි අන්තිමට අපිට reserve වෙන්නේ domain name. Okay. And there are subdomains like that javiru.com.lk, likewise you saw. Under a domain, there can be subparts, mail.google.com, maps.google.com, then docs.google.com. So all are coming under google.com. The main domain is google.com, is mail, maps, docs. These are called subdomains. And there are top level domains too. Top level domains are mean for specific purposes: organization, commercial, business, .network, academic. These are some of top levels, and there are country specific top levels like LK, IN, PK, UJP. So country based domains, those are also there. Okay, now you can start writing this quickly. Okay, now we know how this happens, right? Everything about domains and domain allocation. And now it's time to start our own host. So that is what I'm going to do now. Actually, we need to learn about IP addresses also. I'll keep that to the next day. Let's discuss. It's okay. Let's discuss that part also. But before that, I think, yes, we can start creating our web hosting or on hosting account. And hosting means basically storing our web page in a server. Hosting means keeping our web page or storing our web page in a server or service providing environment. This can be done in two ways. You can set up a local server in your network, or you can set up, or you can put your website in the internet. Internet is having, like, internet provide access to the entire world, but your local environment, if you host a server, it will give access to your local environment computers only, or the local network. සරලව කිව්වොත් ඔයාට පුළුවන් host කරන්න නැත්නම් මේ web page එක තැම්පත් කරන්න ඔයාගේම network එකක. Your own network. අපි හිතමු ගෙදර router එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. ගෙදර wifi router එකක් හරි මොකක් හරි තියෙනවනම් නැත්නම් SLT හරි මොන හරි dialog හරි ඕනම දෙයක් router එකක් තියෙනවනම් ඔයාට පුළුවන් ගෙදරම web server එකක් දාන්න. හැබැයි ගෙදර මේ web server එක දාගත්තට පස්සේ ඔයාලට access කරන්න පුළුවන් ගෙදර අයට විතරයි මේ web එක. ගෙදර server එක දාගත්තොත් අපි ඒකට කියනවා local server එකක් කියලා. local network server එකක් කියලා. local network එකේ server එකක්. හැබැයි ඔයාට පුළුවන් නම් internet එකේ host කරගන්න මුළු ලෝකෙටම access ඔයාට හම්බ වෙනවා. If you can host this, or if you can put this into the internet, then the entire world will have access to your website. Well, let's learn how to create that. One example is zerofees.net for free hosting. And there are some issues with Zerofees. Therefore, I'm going to try this with 000 web host, another website. So let's try with that. 000 web host. So please visit this website, and we are going to create our own site now. And after creating, you can share the website. Okay, I have sent the link to you. You can access that link, Pute. I have sent the link. You can access the same link. And there you can see get started now. You can click on that. And then you have 4 options: single hosted, premium hosting, business shared hosting. I'm recommending you the first one, the 0. Okay, I'm recommending you the first one, which is this 0 per month, right? So click on free sign up. Select the free plan and click on free sign up. That will load this. After that, please give your email account and please give a password and sign up for free account. So please do this now. Give your email address, then give the password and repeat the password and sign up. Do this now, Puti. Okay. Others will see this. This is what Javier has created. And now you can see after creating the account, it shows this subdomain, right? This subdomain is created. He has created and showing this subdomain. This is after creating this. And Javiru can actually click on that link. Can you click on the link, Javiru? You can see that after creating, showing a sample free website, right? This is what he has done. But I recommend you to not to try default templates. So let's do this with the stretch, from the stretch, right? From the beginning. Hari, can anyone can share? Can anyone else can share? Share karan. It's okay. Errors tibata kamanna ekinda tama share karanna kiyanne. Javiru is done. His work is okay. Nadun, Diliru, Varshavi, Lavanya, can you share? One of you guys can share now. Now you can see Diliru's one. Diliru, please wait, right? So you can see, okay, you have to go to create new site. Yes, after creating that, create new site, then you can give maybe your name, Diliru. Just give, don't keep spaces. You can just give the name. And you can see it's auto-generated password, and you can give your own password without that. And untick show password option. Untick karana show password option. Untick that, and you can give your own password. Hari, share karot tama mata kiyanna pulang ඊළඟට මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන කියලා. Don't do that. Can you remember the password? You don't know that. Give a password පුතේ. Password එකක් දෙන්න. Give a password which you can remember. Okay, then create it. Okay. Too many requests. Just give a try again. I'll balan him it. So then you can see account settings, ad site, my domain, my websites, and all. So can you go to my websites, please? My websites, can you no, ad site, my website, yeah. Okay, nothing is there, right? Okay, again, click on that. Apo ekodama click karanna. No, etan neme. And then go to ad site. Again, now try. I try karanna balan. වෙන නමකින් බලන්න පුතේ. හරි ඩිලිරු විතරක් තියන්නකෝ යටි වෙයි නේද? Okay, put a password එකකුත් දාන්න, show password අයින් කරගන්න අනිත් අයටත් පේනවා. Okay, create කරන්න බලන්න. Too many requests. You have to leisurely try this. Okay, close it. Close කරන්න බලන්න කමන්න එතනින් අයින් කළා. ආයෙත් යන්නකොට ඩිලිරු සේනානායක කියන එකට ඒක උඩ ක්ලික් කරලා බලන්න account settings වලට යන්න. Okay, time zone. Okay, so you can, that is okay. The total full name, everything is okay. So can you click on the icon below? What is this icon? Click on that. Go premium, that is not. Okay, can you go to the email? Put the email එකක් එන්න නැතිනේ වාට. ඒකට පොඩ්ඩක් යන්න බලන්න. Can you go and open that email that you received? Let's try that also. ඒකත් පොඩ්ඩක් බලමු අපි. What email එකක් එන්න නැතිව confirm කරලා account එකක් හදපු වෙලාවේ. Did you get an email? You can check your inbox.
So this is my previous account. I made it a week ago.
Then I think there's a problem, seems. Then can you close the account and try again to create a new one? Something wrong here. So that's why you're getting that error. Close the account is below, right? Here you can see, you can close the account. Cannot see, put that cannot create websites or something like that. Delete it. Okay, who else? Lavanya, Varshavi, can you share? All of you need to share with the hari. Otherwise, we can't do this lesson. So you have to do that. So this is what actually should come, right? Anitaya podi venas kam karla tiyena. Meka thama ඇත්තටම එන්න ඕන පුතේ. So here, right. දැන් එයාගේ එක හරි. එයා හරියටම step by step ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ මුල් ටිකේ එයා ඉන්නේ. අනිත් අය චුට්ටක් දිගට ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන. ඒකයි ඒගොල්ලන්ට එක පෙන්නන්න නැත්තේ. You have something called create a web design. Can you select that? Third one, yes, create a web design. Okay. Then it's asking what kind of site that you are creating. You can select any of these. Let's say technology or something. Yeah. Okay, books, anything. Right, then asking the name of the website and also the password. So just give the name. Let's give your name, first name, give the first name. Then after that, don't press enter. Then go to the show password, untick it and give your own password. Untick this and then erase everything and give your own password where you should be able to remember this, right? So don't forget this password. Whatever you are giving, you have to remember. After that, submit it and see, are we getting the same error? Submit it and see. Again, you are getting that too many requests. Right? It seems another website, same name exists. That means you have already created, right? So you can give Lavanya 2 maybe. Lavanya 2. Maybe you have tried this previous day, one of. Okay, now try. Okay, it seems working. Okay. It's creating, right? Right, okay. Now, don't click any of these. It's asking, use our website builder. No, we are not going to use that. Install WordPress. We are not going to do that as well. Then we are not going to do anything. So, but we are going to upload our own site. You can click this. Okay, then it will give you a file uploading interface, a file manager. In this file manager, please go to this public HTML page. That's why it's very important to do this step by step. Go to the public. Yeah, that one. Open it. So there are some buttons you can see and you can open it. Okay. There you can create a new file. Just create a new file and name it as index.html. You have a set of icons, Pute. Out of that, you can select the new file icon. A new file, the first one here. Give file name as index.html, all simple. Index.html. index.html, all simple. And click create. Click on the create button. Okay, then open the file. Go and edit the file. Open it. You can see, yes, editing interface. You can write your name there. Just write your name. You can write your name. Okay, still we didn't write any code there. All the codes that we are going to write here in this place, we are going to write all the HTML tags and all, but still we didn't write anything. Just save it. Just save it and close it. Save and close, sorry, save and close. Done. So now you can preview that by clicking the preview icon in the corner. Can you see? I guess this one is the preview icon. Can you see this one? What is this? No, it's log out. Refresh. Reload. One by one, can you check? Okay, no, not that. The next one, this one. Search. No, not even that. No, 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 again. Yes, view. Yeah, that is the icon. Click on that. And you can see your website is lavanya2.000webhostapp.com/index.html, and it displays the code that you have written, that is Lavanya. Okay. Varshavi, I think it's your chance. Now you have to share. So now Lavanya, what you have to do is, we learned things last day. අපි ගිය සතියේ ඉගෙන ගත්තානේ. ඒව ටික ඔයා කෝඩ් එක ලියන්න අතන. ආපහු යන්නකෝ එඩිට් එකට, මෙන්න මේ ඊළඟ මේ ටැග් එකට යන්න. හරි, ඒකට ගිහිල්ලා එඩිට් එක තියෙනවනේ. Can you see, remember the editing? නෑ, ඔතන තිබ්බ එඩිට් එකක් බලන්න. ගිය හොපේ නෙමෙයි. ඔය තියෙන එඩිට් එක. ඒ එඩිට් එකට ගිහිල්ලා අපි ගිය සතියේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත කෝඩ්ස් ටික. Okay, copy paste කරත් කමන්නේ. අර HTML කියලා එන කෝඩ් එක. Please write that code, right? Okay, Varshavi, you can share. I think you are the last to share, Pute. Please share, then I'll help you, right? Diliru, Javiru, Nadun, I hope you have done, right? නැත්තම් මේකෙන් බලා ගන්න. Varshavi ආශා කරාම බලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරි පුතේ. Okay, submit. Password එකක් දුන්නා නේද පුතේ? Okay, it will take some time and to create, right? Yes, upload your site, correct. Hari Pute. Go to the public HTML. No, don't open. Create a new file. Look, index.html. Simple, all simple. Index.html. .html index.html එහෙම නෙමෙයි පුතේ ඒක මකන්න ආයි select කරලා dot එකයි file එකේ නම මේකත් ඕන index.html right now edit the file then edit කරන්න there you can write your name initially ඉස්සලම නම ලියන්න please write your name initially right save and close it පුතේ then preview it අර තියෙන new file වගේ එකක් තුන්වෙනියට තියෙන icon එක නෑ අනිත් පැත්තෙන් තුන්වෙනියට අන්න ඒක view yes click on that view icon and you can see that yes you can see your name there yes that's what and this is your website Varshavi remember your website name also this is your website varshavi000webhostapp.com now you can go to the edit file manager again and edit it I edit කරන්න and you can start typing the code that you have learned last day. ගිය සතිය ඉගෙන ගත්ත code එක type කරන්න පටන් ගමු. Okay. HTML code. That's what you have to type. The HTML code that we have learned. ගිය සතිය අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ. ඒක type කරා නම් හරි. Okay, I'll give you the code, don't worry. So is there anyone need help පුතේ? හරි ගියාද දිලිරුවාගේ වැඩේ?
ඔව් සර් හරි ගියා.
හරි ගියා. Okay, you all can type now. I'll give you 5 minutes. Please finish it. Finish typing the last day code, right? Right. I'm explaining again. Diliru, I got your website. Vatmira, okay. Javiru, got the website, okay. So I'm explaining again. The IP address is the special number. It has 32 bits, 4 portions, 8 by 8. It's like taken into 8 by 8 address. The minimum will be in binary. The minimum is 0. So 8 zeros, 8 zeros, 8 zeros, 8 0 altogether 32 zeros. So the minimum, theoretical minimum in decimal 0.0.0.0. That is theoretical minimum. 8 0 means 1 0 in decimal. Then the maximum is all ones, 8 ones, 8 ones, 8 ones, 8 ones, and in decimal it is 255. So if IP address, if an IP address between 0 and 255 is treated as a valid IP address, 0, 255, 192, these are some valid IP addresses. And 342, because it is exceeding 255, it's treated as an invalid IP address. An invalid IP address. Okay, so write this quickly. Please write down this command also, ipconfig. It is in Windows. When you type that command in your command prompt එකට ගිහිල්ලා ipconfig කියලා type කරාම you can get your IP address. Similar to that, in Linux or Mac OS, there is a command called ifconfig. This will work, and this will also give the IP address. You can see my IP address. It's this 192.168.1.7. And mostly the primarily IP or the beginning IP belongs to your router. If you want to check that, I'm copying this. And I'm typing the same IP, but with 192.168.1.1, because the first IP basically is the gateway or the router. You can see it's give you the router login. You can also try. It should give you the router login. Okay, that is your actually if you get the internet connection from your service provider, The router username password, it's mentioned in the backside of the, it's mentioned in the backside of the router basically. Or basically if no one has changed, then the username and the password is admin. It's admin and admin. That is normally. In case if somebody has changed the password, so that should be there with you, or if not, you can ask from the ISP or reset the router. Okay, with that I'll stop for today, Pute. So let's discuss the remaining things in the next week. Good night. See you all.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Right.